the new release, which is version 3.7.1au. Thank you all for logging in and obviously being on time. I hope that you're all very impressed with the changes we've been making. We've been working very hard on this, so we're happy to be showing you a little bit of a sneak peek as to what changes you should be that should be appearing in the next month or so. So just to let you know, we are still testing the database and tweaking as we go. So today, if anything pops up that during my demonstrations, please note that that's not how it's going to be. It's just that we're still finalising a few areas of the system. Today we will be asking you to provide some feedback after the webinar has been finished. And if you have any feedback or any questions in relation to what you've seen today, please give me a call after the webinar or feel free to email me directly. This is a recorded webinar, so for the purpose of the video, we have requested that all feedback is given at the end of the webinar, and also that you are wearing your headsets and or have a microphone available. This is just to make sure that no one else's microphone is making any interference noises with the recording. Okay, so as you can see now, we've basically made a lot of changes to Island. We've added new colour schemes, fonts, logos and icons throughout the system to enhance the overall look and feel. So the first thing I'm going to show you today is generally the new homepage. Not too many changes, however we have given you more functionality areas and obviously a lot of more areas for you to actually capture more information up front. So I'm just going to go through some of those today. So we've always had a task element to the home page, so we've kept that the same. We've just split the categories a lot easier for you to then monitor and navigate. So under the to-dos, which I'm just circling now with my mouse, you can see that we've given you a full calendar, and what this does allow you is to actually view your days of the week. You can either choose 1 or 2 days in advance. Again, we've got a weekly option for you, so you can look at the upcoming week, any other weeks ahead, and also the same options for your monthly view as well. What the benefits of this is that basically you'll be able to see any actions created, any tasks, and also it will give you an update on the progress of the workflow. So those are little things that we will go into more depth, and the workflow will be highlighted in the next webinar, but this is generally how the to-dos will look. So as you can see, we've got a few entries in there at the moment. There's obviously tasks and things like that, appointments that will all be now viewable to all of the users. To make the screening a little bit easier, you can make this, the calendar full screen, so you are able to, see your information in one spot and obviously have that accessible to you if you need to do that. So that's the general to-do section. Just to minimise that now, we'll go down to rate changes. Now this is a new feature for Island, so we're very excited about this. What this does is shows you all future changes to the rates that are upcoming, and also any of the past changes to the rates that have already happened. This will give you a better understanding of the changes and how frequently rates are changing, and I think you'll all be pretty impressed with being able to actually access that information quite quickly. So I'm just scrolling down now, and it goes back as far as 2009. So again, this is a test version, but it should give you an idea of how that will look and feel. Under the pre-approval date, the drop-down will allow you to look at those areas under consultants. So if you've got an entry in there, you simply click on the drop-down and you can view any of the entries that you have. Again, you've got a search option now added, which is the electric lightning symbol. And if you click on that, it will give you a search option. And obviously you've got the print option there available as well for you. Now I will be taking questions after today, so if you have tried to just quickly send me a quick question, I will get back to you after today's webinar. Now the finance date, this will give you again a broken down area for the consultants, so if it's just yourself that's fine, but you simply click on the drop down and again it will show you any of the clients that you've got listed with all of the relevant information, which you can double click on. Settlement dates, again, this is the same concept. Again, you look at the consultant or the broker that you're trying to look at, and it will outline any of the clients currently listed for them. And you do have a search and a print option available to you as well. Now the loan statistics, there's been a change to this section. We now give you actually real time in terms of the data and the changes, and also actually details in relation to the insurance book. So you can use the lightning symbol again to find anything that you're wanting to. Otherwise you do click on the twisties of the relevant type of policy that you're looking at, whether that be insurance obviously, or general personal residential loans. So again, they all have their own drop down option, and you should be able to get some figures and updates on those areas as well. So there's been a lot of changes, and it should be able to give you a lot more information, and obviously a lot of training will go hand in hand with the new release as well. So that's the general homepage with the functionalities that will be available ongoing. As you can see at the bottom, we've made a few changes also to obviously things look a little bit different and a little bit more refreshed and modern. We've actually taken out the task tab at the bottom, and we've actually replaced the area with a leads tab. So I'm just going to take you in there for a little sneak peek as to what you can do in that area. Now before, you may have used the standalone section of the calculators to keep a track of anyone that hasn't yet converted into a customer before you enter them into the client database. What we've now provided you is a leads section where you can actually enter the client's basic information, and what you're able to do then is capture as much information and also generate your lead reports, and also it will show you your conversion rate from leads to customers. So this is all going to be available to you, and I think you'll find that really, really helpful. So within the template for your leads, actually I'll start on the home page. So obviously you can view your leads by their tag if you want to tag them. Similar to the customer record that we have, you can tag your leads for whatever various type of category that you want, and you can also then do it by search results. So I'm just going to keep it to all leads as to view my screen on, but on the other side you can actually create a new lead just by clicking on new lead and then clicking on the create button. So I'm just going into the right hand side now. So again, a simple template to add any contact information, referral details, and it doesn't look too different to what you would see on the customer page, but it does allow you to put as much information as you can. The lead tags is a second category, and you're able then to use a drop down to select any of the categories, again with a new keyword, which is always been an option for you to do. The log, now this is a new type of feature that we've introduced, and this will be available not only in the leads but also in the customer section of Ireland. Now what this will do is store all of your activities, all of your tasks and appointments all in the one area, so that you are able to get a better screenshot or a snippet of information quickly as soon as you enter that area. So just to have a quick look, there's already an activity for this particular lead. But if I wanted to create anything new, I'd click on the new option, and again it gives you an outline of all of the features that you're able to create. So history records, capturing conversations, your notes, again where you can capture documentation or anything necessary that's been received or sent to the client. You can generate your tasks, so for your lead it may be that you need to follow up, you haven't heard from them for a while, but again the task can be used in the normal way. And again, appointments. We are able now, because of the Lotus Notes calendar that we've just seen, to create appointments through Lotus Notes. So you don't necessarily have to use Outlook. If you do, that's absolutely fine. You'll still be able to use that feature, but you are able to create a normal appointment which will be captured and triggered within Ireland now. So that's a great